Welcome everyone to Van Life Sheldon's Travel. Good afternoon everybody, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we're Van Life Sheldon's Travels. Sheldon's our little yellow belly slider turtle. He's back in the van, hanging out with all the tribe back there, just relaxing. He's just enjoying the day. But we're right here at the 2019 RTR Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, and this is going to be a little tour video, guys, not a travel video. But today we're actually going to introduce two people that live in a tiny, it's not tiny, but it's one of the smaller RVs out here on the market. So I'll let them introduce themselves.
This is Mike.
And this is Joey.
We're from our mobile backpack.
Well, they're going to explain the outside of their nice rig here, so I'll turn it over to them.
Okay, babe.
All right. Well, it's an E350 Ford 1-ton with the big V10 in it. So it pulls our little Jeep just fine.
Oh, nice. So it does fit the Jeep in the back with no problem.
Right? No problem. We pull it right along. It's a 21-footer. The reason I got this was so I could sit in a parking spot. I can go in one parking spot, and we still have enough room inside for two people. I originally wanted a van or Class B. We went back and forth, and I saw another YouTube from somebody who's been doing this for a while who said if there's two of you, find a Class C that you can both live with. The smallest, the better. And we found this little guy, and it fit perfectly.
It was perfect. It had exactly the right elements in it that satisfied me and satisfied him.
Oh, yeah.
So one is the storage, which we love.
We have storage.
Yeah, we'll have to show you that because it's pretty big storage. And then just the motor and everything.
Everything was fine. It's got everything we need. Yeah. Not too much anything, but enough of everything.
And I like, just like us, that we can actually fit in the national parks and maneuver
right.
around in the national parks
we
without
can
a
pretty
problem.
much go to any park. It's been so easy.
It's
and
been
that
easy
means
to
a
size.
lot, doesn't
it? Does.
it?
Means an
Because if
awful
you
lot.
have a bigger rig, we'll kind of show their friends E450 here, and that kind of is a lot bigger and is a little bit harder to maneuver, wouldn't you agree, in the national parks?
It's right at that cusp.
Right at that cusp of where it's too big.
Yeah.
Well,
So why don't you show them the? I know the underbelly is kind of.
Oh, our wine cellar.
Our
so
wine
let's
cellar.
just take a tour around the outside here.
Sure.
We have the electric awning.
Yeah, the awning's handy.
And it comes
Electric
way
awning's
out
great.
to here. We have
nice.
our
It
mats
comes
that we
out.
go under. And then we have where the TV goes.
This is the TV spot. I don't have a TV in it right now.
We
but
use
it's
it
set
for
up
storage.
Yeah, let's use it for storage.
More storage.
The usual stuff.
And I
this,
see this huge box in the back.
This
Must
is our-
go over the bed, right?
this is underneath. Underneath the bed there.
Oh my! Look
You
at
guys-
all that storage.
It goes
Now-
a long ways back,
Yeah.
and it's also got
There.
access from the back.
Back.
So
We
you
can get in
got
both.
you got a lot of room. This is where we keep
Everything that's extra, right?
That's
All the
a whole
outdoor
nother bedroom
stuff.
down
That's
there.
right.
Yeah.
All the stuff,
Yeah.
the tables, everything folds up, and it's all fits
Very
in there
nice.
great.
And
So it gives us lots of
love it.
It's
storage.
a 30 amp, so it pretty much goes. If we
Yeah,
did go to
we
a
can
park,
plug
it
in
goes in
anything.
most anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both have worked for about 50 some odd years,
Yep.
and we're tired of working.
Yes,
We were
bless
ready
your
to let
hearts.
it go.
That's it.
So my 66th birthday was rolling around, and I started getting the itch about a year before. When I found out that Social Security, I had to wait till I was 66, and I thought I had to wait till 65, and then I had to work another whole year after that. So that was a little excruciating, but Mike was already searching it, and I still was kind of on the fence. You know, I wasn't quite sure. I came from a nomad family and knew what that was like, but I was still on the fence. But he did some research. You actually, Bob's
went
channel.
really yeah. We went Bob's channel, Bob Wells. You know, he really got me started on it. And I've had a trailer before. I had a 32-foot fifth wheel that I lived in many years ago for a while, and it was fun. And I'd move around, had a good time. You know, it's a nomad. So I was ready. I just had to show her what it was about, and she liked it. Got going real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like once
she
you
was
start
on
the
board.
nomadic life, it's hard to give it up.
Oh,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
So
And you get that itch, and it's like we even just sitting at home, we would get in the car and go someplace because it just made sense to get out of our environment that we
It
were
does.
in. Yeah.
We both weren't happy. You know, same story. We weren't happy with our jobs.
Right.
You know, we were just working to work, and it was just the same old BS. And so that's where we were at. We made a decision. We had to figure out what rig to get. and that's where the size thing came in. That's
Yeah.
how we got this, and we went from there. I just kept going. We downsized. On our channel, was quite a bit of that, the downsizing.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a lot. There was a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
we-
think
So we-
you ever
And
finished
if you missed their
downsizing.
channel, you want to say that one more time?
Oh.
It's Our Mobile Backpack.
So,
And we're on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. You
Good
can find us
deal.
in those
Oh, yeah.
three spots.
and if you'd like, go check out their channel. Maybe you'll see some things. Maybe you're looking, maybe not at the van life. Maybe you're looking more here at an RV. And they might have some tips and tricks that I don't show you. So they have systems in this rig that I don't have. And maybe they can help you with those problems and things that happen down the road,
Sure.
right? So, and maybe it'll relate to you a little bit more if that's what you're into. So,
Yeah,
I hope-
absolutely.
Cool.
One
Yeah,
of
yeah.
our very first videos that we did was RV Driving and Parking 101. And that's on our YouTube channel. So
There you go.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
And me and Stephanie, we really preach a lot that both people should know how to do
Oh, yeah.
everything on the rig,
Right.
just in case something
That's right.
unfortunately happens.
Yeah.
That's right.
That you have to
We
leave
know, but
and
he still
do.
has the outside part. I have the
Yeah.
inside
I
part.
still do the tanks. You know.
We,
Yeah.
we do that same system.
Right.
We do that
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
system.
Right,
We do
yeah.
the.
I
do
know
the
how to
outside.
do the tanks,
Yeah.
but if all of his parts are
Oh,
working,
yeah.
he can do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's-
one of the other things is that we share the driving.
Yeah.
I fortunately had the experience of driving this size and bigger
Good.
coaches.
Yeah. So it
And
was no scary.
it wasn't scary at all, and we share it. We do 2 hours each.
We try. Yeah, we try to switch off every
Perfect.
2
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, and
Give
that's
each other a
about
break.
as much as you want
It
to
really
drive.
gives.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really
Yeah.
helpful. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and she knows how to do everything in here. I made sure
Very
that she
nice.
understands the water hookup, the electrical, how to dump the tanks, everything.
Essential.
Right.
All the
Yeah.
essentials.
Yep.
She can run this thing without. Well, I'm not going to tell her without me. It could happen. It could happen if needed be. But she
Very
knows.
good.
So we both got it,
Yeah.
and it's easy. This is not. There's nothing complicated here.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It's
So
like
if you're
driving a
wondering
car,
if you
actually.
could do this,
Yeah.
if you're
Oh,
sitting at home right now wondering
That's right.
and not happy with your life and what's going on and the situation where you're at, maybe this is something that you should explore. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
It's wonderful. You have a
Even
good time.
in the exploration, it was fun. You know,
Right,
it was
yeah.
like knowing
Yeah.
there was an end
That's
to
right.
that journey that we were on, and that there was an out. There was that freedom at the end of that
And you
tunnel.
weren't,
That's right.
going to be involved in the rat race.
Yeah,
But I always
exactly.
tell
Yeah, yeah.
Steph it's a different rat race.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it is.
different.
It's a different
I get
style
to
of
choose.
race, yeah.
I
the
get
rat.
to choose that.
Yeah,
rat.
That's right. That's
exactly.
right.
And your
Yeah, no,
obstacles
it's true.
and
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've had a
Very
great
nice.
time. We've met wonderful people.
Yeah.
It's just been a very rewarding
Especially you
experience.
guys.
Yeah, you guys too.
Yeah,
We
you
met
guys
a lot of people we
are
follow,
wonderful
like
people.
you guys. It's been wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you do make a lot of lifelong friends out here on the road
I found
because
that,
they're
yeah.
just like-minded people,
Yeah.
and then you always tend to cling with people who are doing the same thing as you.
Exactly.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
And I don't know if I've asked this, but how long have you been on the road?
We are just coming on our
6 months. So
Ooh,
we're newbies.
happy
We're
Happy
newbies. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
We're
you.
We're newbies. It took us about a year. We had this rig for a year to
Oh,
get
very
used to it.
nice.
And so
Yeah.
we'd go out and I'd find the little things wrong and the little upgrades I wanted to do.
Right.
And, you know, the little things that make it easier and more fun.
That's
more
what we
comfortable.
did. We kind of built ours out for a year, and then we would go on little camping trips and
Right.
find out, oh, it would be nice if we had an awning,
Right,
or
right.
it'd be nice if we added a screen room.
Or a nicer sink
A
faucet.
sink faucet.
You know,
Yeah.
those things.
Cutting
You go,
boards.
oh, yeah.
Right.
right.
Oh, yeah, these cotton boards over the sink is almost necessary because you need that little
You need
extra
that
counter
extra room.
space.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
so it was about finding things that we were bringing in this RV that brought us joy.
Right.
And we've actually
all about.
downsized 4 times since we've been in here in the 6 months.
There you
Yeah.
go.
If it doesn't bring us joy, it goes out the
Out
door.
the
Gotta
door.
go,
Out the
Yeah,
door, yeah.
exactly.
Very
We
nice.
know it'll bring somebody else joy. So.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I'd like to ask another question I ask a lot of people. In that 6 months, have you had any crazy something happen when you were camping somewhere? Maybe a quick little story about that?
Well, I think it's more on the way
Which one?
was the vents in the windy.
Oh, camping. Oh, yeah, the wind where I lost both the vents, the bedroom and the bathroom vents, the plastic tops.
The plastic tops.
Lost them both on the highway. And the
Oh.
pouring rain and the wind was, it was
35,
incredible.
40 miles
yeah,
an
at
hour.
least.
Yeah.
And we're hanging on to the van anyway, you know, going along.
Yeah.
And whew, these
That
things
was
are
our
gone,
first
man.
wind experience.
Yeah, that was our
Wind and
first
rain
wind experience.
experience.
And so we're at a rest stop, and I got tinfoil and Gorilla Tape. And I'm up on the roof hanging on, man, because it's so windy,
Yeah.
trying to tape the things to get the hole plugged
Yeah.
up, you know.
Oh, man.
That was something. And then the most scariest thing so far for me, I'm a California boy too. We're both from California.
Very nice.
So we were in Tennessee, and they started. It was a tornado warning,
Ooh.
and we weren't used to tornadoes. Come on, I never had been a
Never
tornado.
experienced
And
it.
it was at night, and we were watching the news, and they said, "Well, the thing was with tornadoes at night, you can't see them coming."
Right.
And I'm like, "Holy crap!" You know, we're in with a couple other RVs and a lot,
Right.
and so we can't see them coming. And then all of a sudden, the siren goes on. It's a tornado siren. Talk about scary stuff.
Those are the worst
Being in
because
something that could definitely be lifted off the ground.
Oh,
Yeah,
it'd be
oh,
gone.
exactly.
Oh, it'd be
Without
gone.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Without
don't
it.
Different level.
know.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean
Yeah.
by it's its own rat race.
That's
right.
Because
Yeah.
it does come with its own set of challenges
That's right.
Yeah.
and
That's right.
trials and tribulations.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But it was an experience that, even though it was scary, I'm glad we went through it, because
Right.
now we know what to expect, and we know that we can get up and drive the coach out.
There
Yeah,
you
if
go.
need be.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, no problem with
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. We got through it, and they had to close down the highway. It went across the highway and all this, and
Right.
we're watching all this in the news. I've never had tornadoes before, never been there, but it was pretty neat.
That was the
Yeah.
scariest.
we got
I
through it.
can't believe people chase them.
I know. We ran away. The next morning we took off. I said, "Hon, we're going to Phoenix." We're going, and we went all the way from Tennessee. We went right into Phoenix,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was 70 degrees, and it was beautiful, and the sun was shining.
And you're like,
again.
this is what we needed after
That's
that.
right.
Exactly.
That's right. That's
We were
exactly
chasing that
right.
weather,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you tend to do that in this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah,
you're
we're
on
getting
four
better
wheels
and better
you
at
can.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why be hot? Why be cold?
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
just good. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
Well, sure.
for telling us your story. I hope you guys at home enjoyed that story, and I really hope you go over and follow their adventures on their YouTube channel. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe you'll enjoy their stuff. But let's get to looking around this pretty cool camper and see what it has to offer. Give a little bit of the highlights for you. And if you're interested, head on down to your local dealership, and maybe you could get something
See what
like
you
this
come up
too.
with. Yeah.
Well, one of the things that's kind of unique about this is we actually bought this as one of the used rental units.
Yeah, this
So
was a
this is
rental
not a
unit.
brand
This
new one.
wasn't a
This
new
is
one.
a 2015.
We bought this 2 years. Are you running still?
Yes.
Okay. So we bought this. It's 2 years old. This is El Monte Rentals, right? They're one of the largest in the world. They rent these things out. The nice thing about it is you get a hell of a deal, of course.
Yeah.
But they've got miles. But I have all the maintenance since it was brand new, and they've kept everything up according to warranty. All the hard work's been done. Everything's been taken care of.
Somebody just mentioned that the other day, that they want an RV from a van, but they're waiting to go to one of those companies and buy
Yeah.
a used one.
It's a good deal. That
It
comes
was
with
a good deal.
I get a powertrain warranty for a year on it.
Nice.
And the powertrain is excellent. They've kept it up. They've all done all the good stuff. They did everything. I went through it all. I went through every page of it. All the work that's been done. Everything that was done on time. Like the transmission, where you have to drop the pan and pull the
do that at
filter and change the oil.
60,000, yeah.
They did it all.
Yeah,
All this stuff's
very
been done
nice.
like it should have been. The unit had 65,000 miles on it.
That's not
But
bad.
I wasn't worried about it because these are good for at least 150 is what I understand.
Right.
And they're very reliable.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
you would recommend, from
Mm-hmm.
your experience, I know everyone has a different experience, but
Yeah.
in your personal experience, you had a good experience purchasing up to this point, purchasing a rental rig.
Yeah, we had a very good experience. It was
nice.
they were good there. The pricing you can't beat.
Yeah.
I got
We
this
went
for
looking everywhere.
10 grand below a wholesale book. You're not going to get that kind of pricing.
Oh, no,
out there.
because
It was
usually the
excellent.
smaller IV,
Yeah.
the prettier the penny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the
we've
case.
noticed
So we
along
got
the
a great
lines
deal.
that the
Yeah.
smaller the rig is,
right.
the more the price is.
That's right.
Exactly.
Well, they're in demand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
can get a full fifth wheel with a toy hauler for the same price you can get a road trek.
Exactly.
You might
Right,
actually
that's right.
pay more for the road trek.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
right.
that's the give and the take in this
Yeah.
world, right?
Yeah.
Well, this hit several points when we were looking at it, because we had looked at all different kinds of units. But when we walked in this one, the key thing for me was it had to have a full bathroom with a shower that I could. This one could stay
A
in
dry
my
bath.
bed.
She didn't want a
I
wet
didn't
bath
want a
like
wet
all the
bath.
ones. Yeah.
It had to have a bed that we could both sleep in because we were in a king-size bed. Then you had plenty of room. But every time I'd look at one of these, it looked like it was a double. I'm like, I am not going to do this.
No,
and it had to have a closet. A nice closet, not those little dinky things.
Right.
So we, if you don't mind, we'll just step right into those things.
That works.
The key thing for me is we were in a king-size bed in our sticks and bricks. And so the key thing for me is we liked the room and we didn't want to be squished in bed. So the number one thing I found was we climbed on the bed when we were looking at this thing, and we both laid in it, and that was a given. It was a nice queen-size bed and it fit us both. So I was happy there.
All right.
The second thing was this closet. Most closets are about that big, and you have to squeeze both of your clothes in. But our little closet is that big.
Wow.
Plus a couple drawers. So we did a couple little modifications. The racks went that way, and hubby put a rack in this way so we can get more clothes in it. So we put a lot of things in here, and we've downsized a few times in it, but it fits our clothes, and I'm thrilled with that. That was like number one.
Good deal.
Yeah. And then of course,
Last but not least,
the
you
full-size
need a
bathroom.
full-size bathroom. And there's actually a shower in the back in there. Perfect.
And then one of the other little features that I liked, I wanted an oven. And so
Stephanie really enjoys her oven.
I love my oven and I love my microwave. I just use this space. It doesn't look like a lot, but I tell you, I can get a pretty good meal out of here and good
deal.
baking. And then our other spot is this U-shaped dinette area. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, I didn't like the table that came with it, so we've gone through about 4 renditions of tables because we like to work on our computers, we like to have coffee in the morning, things like that. So we came up with, we just got this cute little fancy thing here where it gives us lots of leg room, and we can put it down or set it up, and we can watch TV from here, and we can work on our computers and everything. It's really
multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose. Everything has to have multi-purposes.
With that too. If it doesn't
Exactly.
do 2 or 3 things, then it probably isn't going to last very long in the rig. So.
Right. Well, we have storage underneath the benches, which is really nice. However, you have to pull everything apart in order to get it. So we put things down there that we're not going to need right away, like a blanket or something that we're not going to use right away. So storage was pretty limited. And one of the things that Mike did was we took out the bed that was in this overhead cab because it's only 2 of us.
All right, let's
So
flip
take it, flip
see
around,
that.
yeah. So one of the things we had was this overhead bed, and we weren't going to ever use it for anything like bed. We are out traveling, and all of our family lives across the country because I didn't see anybody really sleeping up there. So we took out the mattress, and I started out with buying one of these little car traveler bags to put food in. And then I realized that that bag slid around. So Mike found this gripper material at Home Depot, and he laid it all down on the base of the bed, and we went out and bought more storage bags. So up here is my pantry. So I have my dishes, my food, my water and drinks that we carry. And then in the back, there's another layer all the way in the back where we keep things that we need, but we don't need them like right at our fingertips, like shoes, towels, extra towels, maybe some camera equipment, things like that. We keep them in the way back in little cubby boxes. So this has been perfect for me. right at my fingertips. I don't have to dig it out of some place that's hidden down below. So we are happy campers. And one of the things I would like to share is our little pets.
Since they don't travel with an actual pet.
We have Chase the Wonder Dog. We love him because he is an animal that doesn't need a lot of care. We set him up in a corner and he's a happy camper, but he gives us joy. And then our newest member, I'll just turn him around, is Fat Cat. Only because he is so cute and cuddly. So those are our babies that we bring along with us.
Good deal.
Well, Sheldon, I don't know what else to show you here. This is the perfect home for us, and we love it, and we hope that it inspires somebody else to go out and do this lifestyle, because Makes us happy.
That works. Well, thank you so much for letting me see your rig today and taking the time out of the RTR to talk with me and Stephanie and get to know each other. And I hope to be seeing you down the road in the future, and maybe we can do more videos together in the future. And one more time for everyone out there, if you don't know their YouTube channel, you want to say it one more time in case you want to check it out, guys.
Yes, it's Our Mobile Backpack. We put everything in it and carry it along with us.
Since people have helped us along the way, this is just my little part. I want to find people with small channels and help promote them. So that's what I'm doing today. And I thank you a lot for showing us. And I hope to see you down the road.
And we appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this little tour. We're going to go hang out some more here at the RTR. And please, like always, thanks for watching. We appreciate all our new subscribers. Please like,
comment,
and subscribe.
check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
More content on the Patreon.
And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
To get your Van Life Sheldon's travel stickers, go to our PayPal. The link is in the description below. One can be yours for $5 or 2 for $8 going to the same address. And please remember to include your address with your payment. As always, thanks for traveling with us.
And don't forget to click on that subscribe button or the Patreon button or one of our hundreds of videos in our playlist below.